Hello, I'm Starry Razor or Arwen and welcome to my video, or if you're new here, hello, hi, welcome. Hope you enjoyed this little video I made. So, to begin with, we're drawing Rosalina from Mario. I always get confused because I used to play Genshin Impact and one of the characters was called Rosaria. So if I by accidentally called Rosalina Rosaria, that's because I used to play Genshin Impact and I'm really sorry. So yeah, we're drawing Rosalina from Mario, from the Mario movie and also Mario just in general, the games and stuff. I actually really liked the Mario movie. I got inspired because I actually went to see that last month because it got released in April. My newest obsession at the moment is the Mandalorian because obviously that's coming out next week on the 22nd of May. So I have been drawing some merch, well not merch but some things like Grogu or him, and also I'm hoping to draw Mandalorian as well, but I don't know if that'll be a video. Let me know if you want that as a video. So in today's video, because I should actually tell you what I'm doing, we're using gouache. So if you didn't know, for this year I did level A level A art in my sixth form, and I for my final piece used gouache. And I have never ever really used gouache properly. Like, I've used it a few times when I was younger, but I didn't know how to actually properly, like, how it even worked. And I realised it was a lot like watercolour, because it was, the ones I got are like the gouache with watercolour. But I think that's in general how gouache works, you gotta have water with it, so. Yeah, I was kind of learning that. When I first used gouache for the first time, I just thought they was going to be like acrylic paints. They are not, because as I said, they're water. They rely on water for some of the stuff. So, yeah, I did not know that before, but I now know it for these ones specifically. I'll link everything I use down below. So I'm using watercolor paper, and before I even did the whole painting, I did add watercolor to begin with, because I found watercolor makes it better for some reason when I'm using it. It's just a technique I learned from doing my A-levels, and because I was doing an experiment before my actual final piece and I didn't use water and it came out so weird, so I was like, okay, you know what, it is water based. So in my exam I basically was trying to think again what I was gonna do, so I was able to make it work, and that's how I was able to do it in this video, is I did kind of the exact same as what I did in school. The lighting in this video, I do say it looks a bit weird because I was filming from my old phone, but it's also because it was so grey outside, but hopefully the angle and everything I filmed it in is okay, because I know it's not a very flattering angle and I have to find another way. I might have to buy a new stand because it's just my stand in general, so yeah. Also, I would like to say thank you so much for 100 subs on this channel. I'm really thankful. I actually didn't know we would make it, and yeah, because I started this channel, I made this channel in January, but I started posting in June, and obviously it's May, and I think I hit 100 last week, so I'm really thankful. Thank you so much. I'm honestly amazed. Thank you. It actually helps me as well because I kind of want to do commissions and sell my art, but I'm just not confident enough to, so let me know if you actually want to buy my art. I don't know, because I'm this type of person where I'm worried that someone's gonna steal my art. It's just a fear, and obviously it is possible because a few artists who make it big always gets their art stolen. And I know you can like I have put a signature on all my pieces, but I'm just still like, I feel like I should have others other symbols. But yeah, because it's like a confidence thing. So let me know if you would actually buy my art and what art pieces of my art would you like to see. I also want to try making more merch, like with different brands as well. Not sponsored, but like just to see how they like come out kind of type of thing. But I don't know. I'm like in the unsure phase, so I'm a bit unsure. Alright, so now I'm drawing or colouring in the Luma stars after this crown bit. The Luma I had a lot of trouble with because my paint, because I used gouache before for my book in my A-levels, the colours were mixing, and because it activates back when you use water, so my colours were mixing and it was becoming too dark. So at the end I had to use Posca pens to make it better, so they're lighter again. Yeah, I'm not really sure about them. Like, I was a bit like pouring colours down on them, and then I was like, oh wait, how do I like this? And then when I added the black, then it just completely made it even worse, because obviously when you activate them, when you use water, it activates my other, and obviously I was starting to think, oh, I shouldn't have added the black first, I should have waited. And as you can see, the one on his shoulder looked a bit he looked a bit traumatized. Like, it just didn't mix very well. I don't know why. It was because, I think it's because the black, because the black like smudged, so it made it worse. So yeah, but I'm really happy with this piece. But it's honestly, it was such a trusted process. Like, please, like, trust this process. Like, just trust all of it. And I'm not very good at that, because I'm just like, I need it done now. I need to know how it finishes, otherwise I'm going to be very disappointed. So yeah, I was very like, oh, what do I do? And the colour of the background I did not like. Like, I had this idea of like using blue and purple mixed, but I didn't know how to feel about it. As you can see, I'm doing the background now. Like, I don't know, it was very like plotchy. Like, it just didn't look like smooth or anything. so I was a bit like nervous about that as well. And then obviously I did all the colour, like the stars first, but I had to cover all the stars up because it didn't look very good. So, and obviously because I was using a lot of colours, it was a very big, for me, trust the process, and I'm not very good at that, as I just said. So this whole piece, but as I said, I'm really happy with this, and I think I will do another gouache. And I will try to be careful about how much paint I was using as well, because I did use all of it, but oh my gosh, the amount of yellow I had to use, and the amount of what other colour was I using as well? White, I was using a lot of those. Those two colours are almost drained in my pack. And now also for, as I said earlier, I will link the gouache I was using as well if I can find it. So, yeah, because I don't have the brand at the moment when I'm voice recording this. It's upstairs, so I'll link it anyway. So I chose to draw Rosalina because the Mario movie came out last month, and also I think at the start of this year as well, the Mario Kart World also came out as well. So I kind of was in that Mario Kart Mario just mindset in general. I've always wanted to make a art piece of Rosalina because she's my favorite character, like as the print out of the princesses. So like Peach and Daisy, there's like second options, whilst Rosalina is my first. When I play Mario Kart with my sister, I actually don't play as Rosalina, only sometimes. My main character who I play as is Gouache. I stand for Gouache. So I kind of wanted to do a nice piece for Rosalina. Oh my gosh, I need to get Genshin Impact out of my brain. Please stop. So Rosalina is the character I'm drawing. If you can tell. I mean, I said it a few times now. I actually really liked her role in the movie, to be fair. I actually really enjoyed the movie, to be fair, and I'm actually excited to see if Daisy will be in the next movie. I think someone had said she might be because she was teased, like they kind of showed a little cutscene, but I don't really know where. But apparently she was like a little teaser was for her, so yeah. So I'm a bit excited for that. So for the background, I wanted to give it like the space theme because I think in the movie it was kind of space themed. I don't remember if the first one was. I don't think the first one was space themed. I think it was just Peach themed basically. But obviously Rosalina's film was a bit more into space because you obviously had the fox. I don't know if he has a name because I haven't played Smash Bros, so I don't really know anything about the other characters. But he actually really excited me, to be fair. I was like, you know what, this is actually good. And it actually made me want to play Smash Bros, so yeah. I might have to see if I can get on my Switch. But for the background, as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by the fox, I wanted to do space themed, obviously, because the movie was space themed. But I've also if I haven't showed you my book yet for AS levels, but I had this whole space theme thing. You may have seen in my sketchbook tours that I have pictures of stars in the sky, and that is just something I really like. But I also need to show you my sketchbook, but I'm not going to show you that until my A levels have come back to me, and that'll be next year. Well, for the school year basically, so it would be like in September, August time. Hopefully I should be able to get it back, unless it be further on and it'd be about Christmas time. Yeah, that'd be another year almost. But apart from that, I will be showing you my old sketchbook, and I'm slowly working on sketchbook 8. As I said, I have got a few drawings I have done already, so like Grogu, I've already done the sketches for Grogu, and I've also been getting interested again into Pokemon. Also, I've been watching One Piece. I've never watched it before, and what put me off the most was it was like over 100 episodes. I was like, damn, I'm not watching that. But I have decided, because it's on Netflix, to watch that. So you might see some art of that, and you also might see Homori, because that's been added onto Netflix for the UK. I don't know if it's anywhere else, but I was so excited because I've always wanted to watch it since COVID, and well, after COVID I think it was, and obviously they added it now, so I'm really excited. The one thing I really want Netflix to have, please, is Tokyo Avengers. I beg, please, because Disney bought season 2, but no one's bought the other ones, I don't think. And obviously Crunchyroll has done this thing now, so yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna watch it. So yeah, please, I beg, Netflix. Anyway, apart from that, we are now using my Pasco pens and also outlining my drawing, because this is where I kind of just given up with gouache, because I was like, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna overdo my piece, because my always worries when I use stuff like mediums like gouache and acrylic paint is overdoing it, because you can overdo things, and unfortunately there's no undo button, so that was my worry. The only thing I was really annoyed about was because the Pascos is also wet, and like the gouache, it made my Pascos turn into pink, and that was not what I was intended to. I was obviously wanted it white, but obviously the gouache got at to the Pasco ink, and obviously kind of took it in and was like, yeah, you're pink now. But to be fair, I do think it makes a really cool thing, but I do wish it kind of stayed white. But I just think it's really cool anyway, so I'm really happy, to be fair, about it. Also, the other disappointing thing was I kind of, the tape on it, on the bottom where you can't see, I by accidentally ripped it before I even started the piece, because I was moving it so the camera could see it, and I ripped it. So the bottom is a bit ripped, but when you know, don't look closely and don't come over and ask to see my book, and then it'll be okay. So yeah. Apart from that, I do think the tape is really good, because I think it actually made a really crisp, perfect outline to my piece, and I really wanted that, and I really liked it because I did it in my A levels. See, I just bounced, because last week I had a 15-hour exam, and I got so inspired by doing that. I don't know why. Like, normally everyone would just be like, oh my gosh, 15 hours, that is horrible. No, I actually enjoyed it. It was quite peaceful, actually, because I've never sat in a room full of quiet, like, just silence before, since like GCSEs, so that felt really refreshing, to be fair, because I always have music on, or I always have music. I cannot live without music. So just being sat in the quiet room with no music, no talking, was so refreshing. I don't even know, I feel like I'm a psychopath just saying that, but it was. So yeah, I'm coming to the end of my drawing. We're outlining everything now, I think the outline always makes it better because it makes it pop. I was not going to outline it in gouache because I'm not even going to attempt that, okay? It was just a bit risky, and I did actually have to change my pen because the gouache was a bit too wet still, even though it was like I left it to dry for a whole hour or two, but it was obviously still drying basically. So I had to change to my thicker pen. I actually don't know where I got that from. I think it might be from like this manga kit or something I had, so I just stole it from that from the kit I got for my birthday or Christmas it was, maybe. But yeah, I am, as I said, I'm really happy with this. I'm actually glad that her facial expression came out really good as well, because normally my facial expressions suck. Like, I'm not good. Like, them smiling and all those, but to be fair, every character though looks the same when I do it, so yeah. But if you like videos like this, welcome to subscribe. It's completely free. And you can like it and comment as well. You can comment if you want me to draw any other characters. Who else would you like to see me create in any medium except for oil paint, because I actually hate oil paint. And also well, actually, you know what? You don't even get to choose the thing. But let me know if there's any other characters you would like me to see, because sometimes I'll get bored, and especially because I left school now. I've completely finished. I'm going to uni, hopefully, and maybe an apprenticeship. So we'll see. And you guys can comment down your characters now, because I have 4 months off, or 3. I got a long time off. That's all you need to know. So let me know. And thank you all so much for watching and your support for 100 subscribers again. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And if you really enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, whoever you like, just interact if you really want to. You don't have to. I'm not forcing, guys. I promise. But yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you all in another video. Goodbye for now.
You